If you want to create sales consistently, it doesn't start with you building a new funnel, creating more content, optimizing your offer, or even starting a new strategy. It starts with something that most people are avoiding, actually starting to sell. There is a high probability that you are stuck right now, not because you're lacking sales skills, but because you're waiting. You're waiting to feel confident. You're waiting to be clear on what your offer is and exactly how you're going to deliver it after people buy. You're waiting to feel ready. Sales confidence comes as you go through the process of selling. Selling starts when you make a decision. Selling is a vehicle to get you to the income goals that you have for your business. Selling is a vehicle to allow you to help other people get the results that they're looking for, and they're willing to invest in the solution that you're offering. You have to decide that you're someone who sells, and someone who sells with integrity. And in many cases, that fear of not being able to deliver, that fear of being judged, that fear of, can this offer actually solve the problem I say it solves, is keeping people from actually making that decision to sell. So when you decide that I am not that type of person who would sell something that doesn't work, it shifts how you show up to make sales. You also have to decide what selling allows you to do, have, and become. And why is that important to you? Why is achieving your goals in your business important to you? And that's the driver, in many cases, the catalyst to allow you to start creating consistent sales. When you avoid selling, you're not being humble. You're giving away your agency to create change and make a difference. Make a difference in your life, the life of your family, and the life of the people who are willing to buy your product and service in order to create the changes in their life that they desire to have. So you're giving away that agency, giving away that power because you're avoiding selling. So in order to create sales in your business, you have to become aligned with yourself internally. You have to start working on becoming a better version of yourself, because everyone can sell, but what's holding you back from selling is your beliefs about you, about other people, the confidence you have in the process, and that makes selling feels like a heavy lift. Selling is about self-leadership, leading yourself to helping people to get the results that they desire so you can have what you want. And in order to make more sales, you have to be visible. Selling is about visibility. People can't buy from you if they don't know you exist. People can't buy from you if they don't see you consistently, especially in the online space. People want to know that you will be there, you're consistent, you're showing up. And that helps build trust and help develop a connection between you and your potential clients, your potential customers. Content is one of the ways you can use to actually show up and be visible and be present, and doing so consistently. That allows you to get in front of the right people. The second thing from there is moving people from the content that they see, like on YouTube here, moving them into a place where you can communicate with them a little bit more freely, moving them to your email list, moving them to your community. I have a community called Selling with Ease. If you want to join that community, the link is down below in the description. It's called Selling with Ease. You can also build and connect with people through social media, creating social media content consistently and engaging with those people in the comments, participating in conversations and networking. So that's the ways you could be visible. Look, you don't need to be everywhere all the time online. You need to pick a place where you want to show up consistently, where people can depend on you and see you multiple times. Showing up consistently with content allows you to move people along the buying process a lot faster and then make that sale at the end a lot easier. What I find is most people are not inconsistent because of the strategy. They're inconsistent because of their beliefs about themselves, about what others are going to think, about the process. Is it working? Because we're looking for those results in such a short period of time without laying the right foundation to build on. So show up consistently. That's where you're able to create a consistent flow of leads and make more sales. So some of the things that help people move along that buying journey is engagement. Is when you get someone on your email list, emailing them content that resonates with them, not just random sales content. You're getting them into your community and you're engaging with them on a regular basis, giving them more content in a way that allows them to get greater insight and clarity as to, hey, this is a problem I can solve and these are the results and benefits I'll experience from it. Responding to comments, asking questions, following up. That's one of the things most people don't do with sales. The third thing you can do when it comes to making more sales consistently is make the buying process simple. People don't need a fancy sales page and need all the graphics and need all those things you're spending your time investing in. Look, if you haven't made your first $20,000 to $30,000 in your business, take your time and make that process simple as possible for people to be able to go ahead and make that purchase. In many cases, selling doesn't need a big funnel. Selling doesn't need a long sales page. It just needs people to understand clearly, this is the problem that I solve. This is how you're going to feel as I help you solve this problem. And these are the benefits you're going to experience. You basically need three things to make a sale. Is something for them to buy. And that is your offer. What is the solution you're presenting? And make it heavy benefit driven. They're not just buying it because, they're buying it because they're going to have these results as a result of buying that product and service from you. The second thing is a place to buy it. Where are they going to be able to buy this? That place can be very simple as Stripe, PayPal, School, Stan Store. There's many places you can create a very simple link where people can go and buy and give them a reason to act. So if someone is interested in what you're selling, make it process as easy as possible for them to go and buy without confusion, without complication. If you want to make sales consistently, start with these things. One, decide. Decide that you're going to be the person that show up consistently and present yourself and your solutions to the marketplace. Decide that you're not going to listen to your limiting beliefs, the fear, the doubts, the insecurities that comes around selling. Decide that you're going to address those and empower yourself to show up as a leader and lead your potential clients and customers into making a good decision. So ask yourself, what am I avoiding right now? Where am I actually being visible consistently? And what's missing from my process that's causing me not to make sales? I have an entire free course that walks you through the process of actually selling with ease in my community. The link is in the description below. Join that. It's a free community.